This week on LL Bean Guide to the Outdoors.
We've seen upwards of 80 different sheep.
The older, mature rams have moved out.
I have to do the next best thing.
LL Bean started with one simple idea: build a comfortable boot that would keep his feet warm and dry. Well, necessity became the mother of invention, and the main hunting shoe was created. What followed was a legacy that would span a century. And little did he know that the boot he made for himself would still be made the same way 100 years later. LL Bean has grown to become the worldwide resource for all who love the outdoors. So join great-grandson of LL Bean, Bill Gorman, and discover your adventure with LL Bean's Guide to the Outdoors. This week on LL Bean Guide to the Outdoors, we take a journey with Bill Gorman into the mountainous ranges of West Texas to hunt for some fair chase exotic African game.
This week I'm here in Texas. I'm down with Desert Safaris. I've hunted with these folks for many years. I'm going after the odd sheep. That is my primary focus, but with the temperatures ranging upwards of 101, 102 degrees, that's going to push the big sheep back into the mountains. So we do have a backup plan for the Oryx. They've been transplanted here for many years and they are on the property, so it's going to be one or the other, but I guess my primary focus right now is going to be on the odd sheep.
We're going to be hunting here on the Scimitar Ranch. Used to be part of the Coconut 06, a lot of history on it. It's 104,000 acres. Our main animals that we hunt out here are mule deer, aoudad, oryx, elk, wide open spaces for sure. A lot of gnarly, nasty rock, plenty of stuff that'll prick and poke you.
Well, I just got into the ranch, so the first thing I want to do, as always, is check my rifle, make sure it's still spot on. Let's take a look, see what she does.
About 3 inches high.
Gun's on, I'm gonna adjust it down. You know, airlines do stuff to your rifles, and that's why we check to see where we're at, then we can bring it right down to 0.
After a few quick adjustments, Bill was dialed back in and ready to head out to do some late evening glassing.
Now we've got about an hour and a half left. We don't really have time to set up for a hunt. We're gonna just ride around and see what the terrain of the area looks like and get an idea how we'll set up for tomorrow morning.
The canyons we're going to be hunting tomorrow, Bill, are back here, but when they get up to feed in the afternoons, they like to get up on top. So we'll just pull down here and post up and glass the tops of the hills, see if they're out feeding or anything.
All right, sounds good.
Just going to take a quick little sit right here and I'll give all this ram a glass over and see if we can find any of them up and feeding.
Hey, James.
Yes, sir.
Look on the lower right ridge, skyline.
Yeah. Good eye.
If we get him there by himself, there's got to be something on the other side.
You would think. I bet there's more feeding on the other side.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Pretty young ram, though.
Yeah, he's got a long way to go. Get in, get my rifle sighted in. Actually saw 3 sheep today. Tomorrow we'll hopefully find the big rams, but it's hot. I mean, it's the time of year where normally the bachelor groups are off by themselves. But with that said, that's what hunting's all about, and we're gonna start looking tomorrow.
LL Bean Guide to the Outdoors is brought to you by LL Bean, trusted, innovative, authentic guide to the outdoors. Advanced insulation technology for hunting gear. Primaloft, proven warm even when wet. Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. Lead Lenser, see everything, do anything. Thermacell heated products, focus on the thrill, not the chill. And Swarovski Optic. This segment is brought to you by LL Bean, trusted, innovative, authentic guide to the outdoors.
The Aoudad were introduced here in Texas in the late 40s. The environment over here is a lot like their native land in northern Africa, but on steroids. It's beefed up so much more so that the population's exploded. The best time to hunt Aoudad is September and October at the fall rut, rolling on over into the secondary rut in spring all the way up to, well, really right now.
This morning we wake up, it's comfortable out. It's touching 80 right now, but there's a nice breeze going on. We should have the opportunity to get out and glass a lot of the hilltops before the sun starts coming up and baking us. But overall, I think we're gonna have a great day, and it's just basically putting on a lot of miles, but that's how you hunt these sheep. So I think we're gonna have a blast. I'm looking forward to hunting with James.
First canyon I want to check out is Hatch Canyon. It's the first of the 4 along the rim. Not a lot of people go back there. It takes some time. It's really rough. So if we are going to find a mature ram, it's probably going to be back there.
So first day, we head back into the canyons where the sheep are gonna be. I mean, the sun's starting to rise, it looks beautiful, and I'm spotting animals.
Might need your scope for this one. I know one of them's ewe for sure, but the other one kind of looks like a ram. Big bodied, heavy horn.
Okay, what are we looking for?
So in between these 2 hills right here, there's that one tier of rim rock right in the middle.
Yeah.
They're right in the middle on top of it.
Okay.
That is a giant ewe.
How can you tell it's a ewe?
Our chaps aren't as distinct or long, you know, as the rams. Real pencil horned.
Yeah.
No mass. Here you go, guys. I got some more over here. The very end of that real jagged rim rock where it drops down.
Yep.
And then that flat starts up there. There's 2 trees, and they're right there underneath those trees.
They look like ewes and rams.
Seeing quite a few sheep, just nothing mature.
All right, boss, where to?
We'll keep on easing back here a little bit. There's more country that opens up back to the right.
Well, we go out through the day. We've seen, I'm gonna say, upwards of 80 different sheep, but they're all ewes and young rams.
To not see one single mature ram, it just goes to show how that heat affects them in the summer.
Out of 80 sheep, you should see 1 mature ram, and we just didn't see that.
We're on the tail end right now of the older mature rams kind of vanishing off the face of the earth. It just gets too hot.
We know it's gonna get hotter, it's dry out, and these animals basically are gonna find a hole on the side of the mountain, tuck into it, have their cover, and it's gonna be like searching for a needle in a haystack.
I started to realize that the older mature rams had moved out.
With that said, why don't we shift to a different side of the ranch because it's more plains and less canyon-like. Change our primary to the Scimitar horned Oryx. It's something I've never shot before, and unfortunately, I'll never get to hunt them in their native country. I have to do the next best thing.
To learn more about your guide to the outdoors, check out our lander page at llbean.com/GTO. This segment is brought to you by Thermacell Heat Packs. With a lightweight design, 3 settings, and a 6-hour charge, you can beat the elements with comfort you can control. Down in Texas, the guys had a great hunt the first morning.
We've seen, I'm gonna say, upwards of 80 different sheep.
But it was looking like the big mature rams had already moved off.
We're on the tail end right now of the older mature rams kind of vanishing off the face of the earth. It just gets too hot.
So it was time to switch things up and go with Plan B.
Changed our primary to the Scimitar horned oryx. These were animals that were introduced to the United States because the countries they're indigenous to weren't taking care of them. I mean, hunters in the world are responsible for maintaining a safe and sustainable population of animals. And when we knew that the levels of the oryx were getting limited in northern Africa, hunters and different organizations started bringing these animals over. And over the many years they've been in the United States, the population has grown and grown and grown. They're now huntable, and they're just a fantastic animal.
The really cool thing is that the Scimitar horned oryx are doing so well here in Texas that we're able to ship them back to their native land in northern Africa. That gives us the opportunity over here to hunt them and manage the herds, and they're absolutely thriving over here.
What we're gonna do right now is switch up the hunt. We're gonna start looking for the oryx. Oryx are a plains game animal. They're used to heat. They should be out in the open. I think it's a really good game to go after, and if we can find some, I think it'd be a cool hunt. Now, you gonna find them in the flats, or will you find them also on the hillside?
I mean, not really. I mean, you're around those hills, but that's it. Not really to the right, mostly out straight in front of us. I imagine they'll be pretty close to that water over there behind those hills on the other side. You would think with the oryx being white that it'd be an easy hunt. With 104,000 acres to hunt on, it gives a lot of area for them to hide. They're a plains game animal. They like the open stuff. So what we're gonna need to do is gain some elevation on top of the ridges and glass the bottoms. Bill and I just came to the top of this hill and tried to get some elevation. Look over these flats where the oryx usually like to hang out. We've had such a green spring. All the growth is still pretty thick, so it'll be holed up in the brush somewhere. We just got to get our eyes on them and find one.
You glass everything around and you're trying to find the oryx. I'm gonna say it was a good 2 to 3 hours before we saw our first oryx.
All right, Bill, so way out there.
Yeah.
Below the ridge, just standing out there in the open.
Oh yeah, right to the left, head down.
Yeah, he's facing to the left, and that's definitely a bull for sure.
Yeah, the one to the left.
Mm-hmm. And then further to the right.
Okay, and then further to the right, there's 2 more.
Yes, sir, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a big body. Now he's facing to the right.
Yes, sir, yeah. Well, I said we could roll over there and get a closer look. Yeah, we're too far away to really get a good judgment on him.
Yeah. That's a bull right there, I bet.
Holy cow.
Good, probably 38 plus horns, good mass of the bases, and that's what I was looking for. So we made our decision. We're gonna head down the side and work our way all the way down to the bottom.
We've got all the factors working against us. That's all right. At least we're down here.
Here, you got the hole open. We're gonna have to tuck right back here then.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for it.
Yeah. Right through that cut. If you look with your binos, you can see them right through there.
Oh yeah.
You got them. But there's 2 kind of looking this way.
Okay, do you want to tuck a little bit further? Or do we want to try to camp around here?
Yeah, whatever you reckon. Well, I'd like to get out of that sun a little bit.
The sun and the wind are working against us. I'm looking into the sun, and I've got a quartering wind that's blowing my scent just to the left of the animals. If these animals move, they're gonna get our wind and they're gonna bust. After about 2 hours of this game, they finally hold up on the hillside, and there's nothing between them and myself. There's no way I can sneak closer to them. I think we back out. I've got a feeling right now, if we back out, we got a better chance of catching up to them tomorrow than if we try to just keep pushing on. So I got to call it right now. We only got about half an hour of sunlight left anyhow, so it's over for tonight, and new game for tomorrow morning.
For trailers, behind-the-scenes photos, and everything the GTO crew is up to, check us out at facebook.com/guide to the outdoors. For more information on desert safaris, give them a call or check them out on the web. LL Bean Guide to the Outdoors is brought to you by LL Bean, trusted, innovative, authentic guide to the outdoors. Advanced insulation technology for hunting gear. Primaloft, proven warm even when wet. Mossy Oak. It's not a passion, it's an obsession. Lead Lenser. See everything, do anything. Thermacell heated products. Focus on the thrill, not the chill. And Swarovski Optic. This segment is brought to you by Thermacell heated insoles. Lightweight, comfortable, versatile. With wireless remote or Bluetooth connectivity, they are just what you need to fight back the cold without breaking a sweat. "250 miles southeast of El Paso, Texas, Bill Gorman is on the hunt for exotic African game. After switching from the Aoudad to the Scimitar horned Oryx, things are looking up. With a great encounter the first evening, the guys tried to get back on the same herd the next morning, but were unsuccessful. Now on the second afternoon, Bill is getting ready to head back out, in hopes of tagging his first ever Oryx.
We headed out, we're driving on the road, kind of past the water that they've been hitting, and sure enough, they were out there leaving the water, going to shade up. At the very back right now.
Very back?
Second,
second back.
Second, yeah.
And sure enough, James gets here long enough to find there's a good shooter in there, and they see the truck and they just bolt.
Bill, let's go ahead and kind of circle around them, try to get in front of them before they get too pressured. You can see his horns.
Now we found the Oryx, we get into position. That one on the left looks like.
That's the bull we want, just turned his head.
Walked away behind the other one.
Yes. Didn't quite have a shot, a lot of brush, a lot of cover. And out of nowhere, something spooks them and they group up. They're watching something, just sit tight.
Yeah. They start to walk off, and then something really sparks them, and then they start to run.
What spooked them?
I don't know.
Let's just ease up this way.
Yep. We're trying to make a plan as we're getting out of there, and suddenly we reacquire the animals again. They didn't run very far.
All the way to the right, all the way to the right. He's standing broadside.
I get him, there's a cow behind him. I don't have a shot. Time is running out. 2 minutes goes by. 5 minutes goes by. Got him, Ryan.
Load another one. Yeah, another one.
Nice hit. He bolts around, and he maybe makes it 50 yards and sits straight down behind the bush. I want to get one more shot into him. I mean, we've been watching these things for a day and a half now, and every time we get close, we never get the shot. Now at 252 yards, boom, had him just perfect. Now he's got a cow behind him. He finally takes the steps ahead so that he's got good separation. Got a shot in him and dropped him right over here.
A new day, time to change, time to start living, forget about yesterday, it's time to start living.
This is incredible. I gotta say thanks so much. I've heard about these, but you know, they're just about extinct in Africa now. And due to the, hunters and ranchers around here, there's so much money put into restoring wildlife and keeping them around. And now they're all over Texas. This is fantastic. And
Another plus too, and what makes it really, in my eyes as well, is a lot of them are in high fence ranches. This is all low fence, free range. It makes it unique. It's like the real deal still.
well, what do you say we grab the truck and load them up and get them back to a cooler?
Yes, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I mean, James is a great guy. He got us within 250 yards, had a beautiful broadside shot, had this animal that I haven't had a chance to hunt before. Now one more item checked off the bucket list. I gotta say, it's very important when you hire a guide that he can tell the difference between a goat and an orc.
What is that about?
Say something. He's on the way. I'm on the way down, James. That's stupid.